And it is an absolute pleasure of mine to welcome Rachael Thomas onto the show here this afternoon. Rachael, hello, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Really good, thanks.
Good.
It's looking fabulous where you are, loving some of the festive stars in the background. We've managed to get some Christmas decks up in the studio as well. Very cold here in Haverfordwest. What's it like in Kilgetty where you are today?
It's cold, but it's fine.
Oh, good. Yeah, we'll make sure you do wrap up warm and stay with us.
Absolutely.
Rachel, you got in touch with me a few months back, actually, as you were organising a charity event for your son, who sadly passed away. Completely shocked the entire community. Very, very sad, as James Criddle suffered a brain injury sustained through an accident on his bike in Bali and sadly passed away. And our thoughts are condolences with you and all of the family, Rachel. Very, very sad. To lose your son under any circumstance, but especially abroad under that is awful. So our thoughts and prayers have all been with you. I mean, you both were huge fundraisers.
Yes, we've been helping the homeless since about 2017. And I sort of run it from my front room. And James used to go around collecting things from people in Pembrokeshire. I'm sure many people remember him. And people just used to come to the house with things that they needed.
And I guess in his memory, to keep some of James's sort of wisdom, his soul alive, you decided to set up the James Criddle Foundation.
Absolutely. I mean, we didn't used to work under any umbrella, but when James passed away, it felt apt to actually call it the James Criddle Foundation, because he just loved helping people, and so do I.
And what was it that sort of gave you that real inspiration, that moment you thought, I need to do this in James's memory?
Well, I had the feeling straight away. I just knew that I had to turn a tragedy into something positive. And that was the reason that I did it.
So what are the aspirations for the James Criddle Foundation? What would you like it to do? Who's it going to help?
Well, the start of it now is the food bank, for people to come and we've got food, blankets, toys, coats, bedding. We've got everything and anything that you could possibly want. But this is the start of it, and it's a 5-year plan. We've identified a piece of land where we would eventually like to put pods or converted containers. And take people in who are street homeless, people who are vulnerable, suffer with mental health. And it'll be a place where they can come and have refuge, where they will have counselling, cookery lessons, and it'll just be like a family hub, ready for them to integrate them back into society.
So the food bank opens tomorrow. We'll talk more on that in just a moment. I guess, Rachel, you've done your market research. You've realised that there is a need for this in Kilgetty and the Begelly area.
Yes, and I don't think we are on our own. You know, it's on the increase, especially with the cost of living. It's more prevalent now than it's ever been. So that we all know that we've just got to work together. And I'd just like to say as well that Pembrokeshire people have been absolutely fantastic. I never ever dreamed that we could raise the money that we've raised through charity events, through donations. It has been absolutely incredible.
I mean, Pembrokeshire people, in times of need, they really do step up and help support one another. It is remarkable. It's very special. I think it's something that we've got in our DNA, and it's not like that anywhere else in the world. Incredible.
No, I agree with you. It's community based, and people have been so generous. And I just want to thank the people really who have donated, and in fact, people are coming forward to volunteer. So it's been wonderful.
I mean, we speak with various organisations and charities all over the county. Patch, of course, we work closely with them on the toy appeal and the like. And Paul Satori, Sandy Bear, our chosen charity of the year. At Christmas, there's a huge amount of stress on these charities, especially ones that are providing for people. At this time of year, I guess there's a huge need for this, which has been identified where you are, Rachel.
Yeah, absolutely. And there wasn't a food bank in Kilgetty to service Kilgetty, Begelly and Stepaside. The nearest was Tenby and Narberth. So hopefully this will slot in quite nicely for local people.
Certainly will. So you open tomorrow in the Kilgetty and Begelly Community Centre.
We're open tomorrow for a few hours, but really from Monday, we'll be opening every Wednesday between 10 and 3, but people can access us through the phone number 7 days a week between 9 and 6. And also, I'd like to say that for a lot of the food banks, it's done on a referral basis, where you have a referral from your GP, Citizens Advice Bureau, Job Centre, Housing Association. But what we'd like to do is to say to people, they can come 3 times without a referral, but the 4th time they will need a referral. Nobody will go without food. As long as they contact us between 9 and 6, we can either deliver a food parcel or they can come to the centre.
Wonderful. If you're watching this on our socials and the YouTube channel, you'll see that number on screen at the moment. If you're listening in your car, at home or in work, that number is 07354 218 154. I'll give that out again for you in a second. So the food bank opening tomorrow and supporting people in and around Kilgetty. Is there anyone that do they have to be from a certain area to be able to come to this food bank, or can anyone pop along, Rachel?
No, anyone can pop along. And we are hoping in a way to relieve Patch in Tenby, because they've been covering Kilgetty and Begelly and Stepaside. It's a vast area. So, but yes, anyone can come. Nobody will be without food or clothing while this food bank is in Kilgetty.
And that number again for the Kilgetty Food Bank, 07354 218 154, and organised by Rachel and the James Criddle Foundation. I know you've had a huge amount of support from so many people for setting this up. Is there any thank yous you'd like to give, Rachel?
Yes, I would actually. Diddy Dens in Tenby, which is where I am now. The girls have been absolutely fantastic. Ebony, Lindsay, and Nicole Bevans, and I've got a young volunteer here with me now, Callie, and they are all part of the trustees. So we've got trustees which have been all James's closest friends, and I must say they have been amazing, especially at the beginning. They used to come and visit and lift our spirits, and they've been absolutely wonderful. So they'll all be working closely together while we take Pembrokeshire by storm and start putting it on the map as taking in people who are homeless, vulnerable people, mental health. We're going to just go out and do as much as we possibly can.
Oh, wonderful. Well, the very best of luck with your quest, Rachel. You know where we are if you ever need to find us, anything you need promoting. We've got quite a big mouth and we can chat about these things here in Pembrokeshire, so please do keep in touch with us and we'll let everybody know about it. If anyone would like to get in touch with you at the James Criddle Foundation to help volunteer, support with the food bank, maybe give you some donations, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, if you can just use that number.
Brilliant.
They can get in touch through it. And of course, all the information will be on Facebook. And it's just the James Criddle Foundation, and that is actually on Facebook. So we'll be updating phone numbers and different things and opening times for people to access.
Wonderful. So that's all online for you on Facebook, James Criddle Foundation. Also details on our socials as well at Pure West Radio. Rachel, lovely to meet you. Thanks for taking some time for chatting to us this afternoon. The best of luck with the food bank launch tomorrow, and I'm sure it will help serve many people here in the county. It's people like you that really help many people during this time of need. So well done to you and the team at the James Criddle Foundation.
That's lovely. Thanks, Toby.
Absolutely.